they told us we were going to hit you're going to hit the tank pillars. In other words, they had it all bunkered in. They had the pillboxes there and everything else. I said, oh boy, this is going to be fun on this one. So we were pushing so much, we couldn't walk fast enough with the tanks, you know. So they put the nets over the tanks, and we would climb on the tanks themselves and hold on, and they would start moving forward on the roads. Well, all of a sudden, this was my first night attack, and we were on the tank, and all of a sudden they stopped. I said, and we got the orders, take your squad, and you go right through here. And then I could see the damn the tank pillars there. What do they call them? Dragon's teeth, they would call them. So I still had my white parka on. Thank God for that again this time. And I was lead scout. I enjoyed being the lead scout. Nobody wanted that job. But I led through towards the dragon teeth there, and lo and behold, what did I see? Footprints going right through the dragon's teeth. Now, being a hunter, a deer hunter in my time there, I knew damn well how to follow a footprint. So I walked, and every step that he took, I stepped on his own boots, you know. I guess he probably went into town there. I don't know if he had a family in town or what the hell happened. Anyhow, I just followed the footprints, and my squad, I call them my squad because I was leading them. They would just follow me all the time. And we got them through to the first pillbox. Now, this was the first pillbox that we came to was a small one, just a single pillbox. So the squad leader, he says, Bill, you know more about these, what the hell do we call them again? Oh, God, I can't even think sometimes no more. They were meant to blow up the tanks. Bazookas, that's what they were, yeah. I'm getting bad. So, see what you can do. Take the bazooka with you. I snuck over to the pillbox there. I could see the gun. It was just bowling there. Of course, we were to the side. So the other company was over there, and he was shooting at the other company. But you could see the barrel red hot. He was just shooting and shooting and shooting. Well, I had to get to within probably about 20 feet to closest to be effective with it. So I said, well, this is about as close as I'm going to chance it. And I took aim with this baby. I pulled the trigger, and nothing happened. Now, this bazooka, at that time, were the old type. They were run by batteries. And in other words, the batteries were dead. So here I was there with a bazooka, and I couldn't do anything with it at all. So I had to go back, and I told the squad leader what happened. And he says, oh, all right, forget about the tank. The other company to our left there, they had a 20 millimeter anti-tank gun there, and they took care of the matter there. And I said to myself, thank God for that. I didn't have to go back there. And we continued. Now, we got through the woods, and it was a plowed field. And I said, oh boy, we're going to be running into something here pretty soon. So I'm walking along. Of course, my second scout is about 10 feet, and back of me, 15 feet. I turned back, and I didn't see him anymore. I said, Jesus Christ, what happened? I went back. Here he fell into some kind of a hole there that they had, the farmers, they built for a shelter or something, for storing food or something. He fell down there and he broke his leg there, so his foot there, and he was out of commission. So we had to continue. I continued another 30 feet, and all of a sudden one of the flares came up. Well, all I knew was from the training that I had is don't move. As soon as you move, they can see the movement. So I'm just stuck. And this flare, it just made it just like it was daylight. Brighter than the sun. And I say to myself, oh boy, am I going to survive this baby? In the meantime, I'm just glancing to the left and to the right, and here in front of me, maybe about 40 yards from me, I make out a huge pillbox, a huge bunker. Wow, the flare burns out. I get word to the squad leader what's ahead there. I got word to just dig in. Well, the digging was a little rough, but at that time, it was about 3 weeks after that, the ground softened up a little bit. We had the rainy weather too, and I was able to dig a hole and help cover myself up a little bit. And then all of a sudden, the firepower from the bunker came at us, and of course we gave them all we had. All we had was grenades, rifle grenades, and our rifles. We were just a squad out there. We had our biggest weapon we had was oh hell, you don't call it a machine gun at all. It was a BAR, Browning automatic rifle, and it was just poop, 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 poop. And when the Germans shot something, they went boop, like that. You know, in other words, they had shells going about 100 to our 5 a minute there. Anyhow, we shot back, they shot back at us. And this war, this battle, it lasted, it just all morning long it lasted. Suddenly I noticed I was the first one out to the front there, and I noticed three of the enemy with their overcoats on. They were leaving the pillbox. I don't know why they were leaving the pillbox. I guess they were more scared than we were too there. Anyhow, I said, Jesus Christ, they're getting away. So I figured, well, I'm going to go up there and intercept the next ones that come through. And I only had to wait about maybe about 5 minutes. I waited there, and here 2 more came. And I jumped up and I spoke to them in German. Hand die hoch, and get your hands up. They didn't have any guns at all on them. They were just scared as hell. And they were trying to leave, try to get away from the bunker, because I guess our shelling was taking effect over there too on them. They were wounded. And I talked to him. I says, our Hauptmann, the captain, he was severely wounded. So I got that. I took the 2 prisoners and I took them back to the lieutenant back there, and I told him, well, the lieutenant says, take them to company quarters. So I took the 2 prisoners to the company quarters, and then the captain over there, he says, well, we have about a dozen more prisoners that we took over here, so I want you to take them over to company quarters. And I says, well, okay, if that's what you want me to do, I can't say no. So I got another rifleman to take up the rear, and I took the front. And first of all, I says, which way should I go? And the lieutenant, he said, well, just follow that track there that you see there, the wagon tracks, and it should take you right there to our company headquarters. I said, okay. Here I'm walking through. I'm leading I had 17 prisoners of war. And of course, my rifleman back, he was just following them so they wouldn't escape, you know. They didn't want to escape. They wanted to get the hell out in the safety. So here I'm passing. All our dead men, I was passing our own soldiers, all shot up. I passed a tank that was hit, and here are I don't know, he was just laying over the turret there. He was gone. I walked maybe another 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I said to myself, am I going the right way here? I don't know. So I halted the outfit there, And I talked to my man in the rear there. I said, what do you think, John? I says, his name was John. What should we do? We might be going the wrong way. Because we were supposed to hit our company headquarters maybe in about 10 minutes' time, and here we've been walking for half an hour. So I says, what do you think? Should we head back where we came from? He says, yeah, let's get the hell out of here. I agreed with him. So we started heading back. I had the 17 men there and the 2 of us there. We finally head back to a farmhouse. I saw a farmhouse there. And the shelling was really starting to come in now. Well, you can imagine, they didn't know that I had POWs there. I was leading POWs. They probably thought it was a whole bunch of nuts there walking in through no man's land with no sense in their head, you know. That was the enemy, and they were just laying it into us, the mortar shells. Wow, here I was. I was looking for my man in the back there. He already dug himself. He found a hole and he dug himself in the damn hole there. I said, okay. I continued into the courtyard of this farmer's here, and I'm standing in the courtyard. I said, schnell, schnell. In other words, get the hell into safety here. I was standing out. The last 3 men, they were about to enter that I don't know if it was a storehouse for what it was, for farmers, a machine or something, and here this shell was coming in. Well, by that time, you could tell that how close it was coming. And I said to myself, boy, this one is going to be close, I said. And boy, no sooner did I talked to myself, no sooner did I say that, this shell came down, and I would swear it missed my head maybe about 2 feet, my helmet, just on the side of me. That thing hit, it knocked me against the wall, against the brick. They had stone walls on their sheds there. It knocked me to the shed there, and there was 3 prisoners that were going into the wall. They were just cut to ribbons. Man, I don't know if I was knocked out but anyhow, when I came to and I saw them all cut up like that, I lost myself. And I think I must have just ran for another place to hide down, for another place to get out of the way. And I found another hole that I crept down to, and I think I must have been down there maybe about half an hour. All I did was pray. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I was praying the Our Father, the Hail Marys, and thank you, Lord. I kept on saying to myself. Well, after a while, I snapped to myself. I got out of being what I was and the condition I was in, and I went back there, and those 3 soldiers that were still there, you would think that those other 14 men or 15 men that were in that, they would have pulled them inside, you know, and see if they could help them. No, they didn't help them at all. But from there on, I don't quite remember what happened to me there. I was kind of shocked yet. Anyhow, the next day I felt a lot better the next day. But what happened in the meantime, I have no idea. I had no recollection of what happened.